Hey everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how I paint brass armor using a sponge. I'll be working on this converted Terminator using bits from Greytide Studio and going for a quick and dirty method that gives a dark oxidized look in the shadows with a polished shine on the raised areas. Just a quick note, this tutorial is focused entirely on the brass armor. Other elements like the sword were a whole separate process. I actually went through 4 different versions before settling on blue, but that's a story for another time. This technique can work just as well for bronzes and even golds if you tweak the colors. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing and giving the video a like, it really helps. And if you want more, check out my Patreon where I've got a bunch of extra guides, including some free ones. Alright, let's get into it. This was a converted Terminator captain I've had sitting around, collecting dust for over a year. He came from the Leviathan box when it first dropped. I've dusted him off and kitted him out with some bits from Greytide Studio. The armor plates and knightly details on this kit are perfect for this kind of brass look I'm going for. I'll be painting him in sub-assemblies since the large cape would make painting his back difficult, especially with a sponge. So keeping the parts separate just makes things easier. To start things off, I'm using 2 metallics, Vallejo Game Color Tinny Tin and Bright Bronze. These are basically a dark brown and light brown with metallic pigments, and I'll be building them up to get a polished brass effect. I've put both colors down on my wet palette, then dampen the sponge slightly. If you're using this type of sponge, make sure to squeeze out over 90% of the water. They soak up a lot, and you only want it barely damp, just enough to help thin the paint and give a smoother application. I load up some Tinny Tin on my sponge and remove the excess by dabbing it onto a paper towel so that the paint isn't too thick. Then I apply it as a base coat over all the armor, which has been primed black. I'm not aiming to hit every single recess, just covering what I can reach. For the areas the sponge couldn't reach, I swapped over to a brush. Still using a fairly large brush here, it easily covers those smaller spots in a single pass. One coat was enough to get a solid base down. With the base coat done, I apply another layer, this time focusing more on the raised areas. I'm using a 1-to-1 mix of Tinny Tin and Bright Bronze, still covering fairly large sections of the armor. As I worked, I noticed there wasn't much of a shift in the tone or brightness. The only real difference was the metallic pigments catching more light. I probably could have added more bright bronze to the mix, so for the next pass, I go in with straight bright bronze, applying it more selectively to the top-facing areas of the armor to build up that polished brass look. Next, I'm applying a dark grey enamel wash straight from the pot. You could use black, but grey gives a more interesting tone and keeps it gritty. When applying the wash, I'm mostly targeting the recesses, but I'm still not being overly neat with it. It just makes the cleanup process easier, and helps keep that shine on the metallics. This enamel wash dries matte, so by focusing on the shadows and avoiding the raised areas too much, I can retain more of that polished look where I want it. It's not a full oxidized effect, but it gives a nice aged metal look. Once the wash is on all the areas I want, I start cleaning the model right away. I remove the excess from the flat surfaces but leave it in the recesses. I use a clean sponge, dampen slightly with white spirit. That helps lift off the extra wash without affecting the recesses too much. I usually let the wash semi-dry first. This way the flat areas are dry, but the recesses stay a bit damp. I find this makes cleanup easier, but in this case I wanted to clean it off straight away. This type of enamel wash dries really matte, and I didn't want to dull the metallics too much. Even after wiping it back, some residue can still cling on and take away that shine. You'll notice I rotate the sponge as I go. One side's damp with white spirit for lifting the wash, the other's dry. That way if the damp side doesn't fully clean an area, I can flip to the dry side to take off the rest. It's a bit like using a damp cloth to loosen the grime, then a dry one to actually wipe it clean. Now I'll let the model fully dry before moving on to the final highlight layer. For that I'm using Pearl. It's an off-white metallic that works really well for highlighting golds and bronzes. I'm using more Pearl in the mix because I want a bright, clean finish that stands out clearly on the raised areas. The ratio here is about 3 parts Pearl to 1 part bright bronze. The higher Pearl content softens the warmth of the bronze. It gives a polished, worn metal look while keeping the brass tone intact. It also helps the highlight pop a bit more against the darker midtones. I dab some onto the sponge and remove over 95% of the paint, barely any should be left. When I press it onto a glove, I have to use decent pressure to get any paint out, and that's perfect. It gives me control when hitting just the raised areas without over applying it. After that, I switched to a small domed dry brush using the same pearl and bright bronze mix. I lightly hit just the edges, no need to touch the flat areas since we already sponged them. Just focus on raised edges and sharp points. And finally, I use pearl to pick out the absolute highest points. Things like rivets and the top points of the armour. A tiny dot here and there is all you need. The cool thing about working with metallics is how forgiving they are. The tonal shifts are subtle and natural because of the way they reflect light. Everything blends together, even with quick methods like this. That's pretty much it for the armour. Super quick, easy method. Thanks so much for watching. If you got questions, drop them in the comments. I'll try to reply to as many as I can, and a massive thank you to my Patreons. Really appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next one.